而家最新發展就話變咗每宗個案咁考慮啦，咁會唔會變咗即係如果你認為即係游泳總會嗰個屬會嘅3級制有冇需要喺制度上改變咧？另外就係黃敏超即係泳總嘅會長，同時都係港協暨奧委會嘅副秘書長，喺管治上會係自己管治。即係關於網約車嘅即係發牌規管啦，即係政府即係而家初步嘅構思會係點咧？即係
The member regulating one of their own and about issuing taxi fleet licenses. Now, what will be the factors considered by the government? Will the taxi license fees also be considered, and has the government been not proactive enough in this regard? Now, about the Hong Kong China Swimming Association, we are very concerned about this incident. Every year, the government provides funding support to the NSAs for the promotion of sports as well as to train athletes. Each NSA carries the objective of promoting the sport and training athletes. On resource allocation and organization of competitions, each association is required to draw up their own rules. We also believe that this is the right approach. But if problems are identified, then a pragmatic approach should be taken in resolving these issues. Discussions are necessary to consider all options on enhancing the mechanism. I understand that the Hong Kong China Swimming Association and the SFOC, as well as the relevant representatives, will have a meeting. I hope that a pragmatic approach will be taken. In 2020, the SFNOC set up a working group to look into enhancement measures on the governance of NSAs, as well as the relevant rules to be drawn up. I understand that the review outcomes will be announced by the end of this year. I do hope that the findings will be announced as quickly as possible for the benefit of athletes, as well as our efforts in promoting various sports. With better governance, the associations will be able to draw up rules to meet the two objectives, that is, to promote sports as well as to assist in the training of athletes. About online ride-hailing service, I think this involves two issues. One is taxi service. The other is point-to-point personalized service in relation to its demand and operation details. I think we all agree that there is a general demand for taxi services. But at the same time, there are also strong calls from the community for taxi services to be improved. We should put in place better management and introduce competition as well as incentives to improve taxi services. There should also be measures put in place to penalize offenders. By doing so, we can improve the quality of taxi service. With our proposal is to introduce a taxi fleet regime for enhancing the effectiveness of management of taxis. This will also provide an incentive for operators to provide better services. And in doing so, we allow a surcharge to be introduced. In order to introduce competition, we are going to grant 5 taxi fleet licenses with a view to enhancing taxi service in general. We've also introduced some new measures since last year to ensure compliance, and that is by way of introducing penalties. So we've put in place a combination of measures to improve taxi services. Through effective management incentives and these measures, we do believe that the quality of service will be improved. Now, we also acknowledge that there is demand for online hailing of personalized point-to-point service. We've made reference to the management of online ride-hailing services in other cities. We believe that there should be monitoring, and we are considering the views collected, and we also need to consider the demand. At the same time, we need to ensure safety and sufficient safeguards for passengers. That means we should ascertain whether there is a demand. We should also ensure that third-party insurance policies are properly taken out. We will put in place a combination of measures. That means after we have introduced a taxi fleet regime, we will be able to gauge demand. Meanwhile, the government will take a closer look at the demand on online ride hailing, and that will take time. Once we have floated a proposal on online ride hailing service, we will then proceed to assessing demand as well as other requirements. The Transport and Logistics Bureau will take a pragmatic approach in conducting this study on the demand for online ride hailing. And we will complete this review before putting forward a legislative proposal. At this stage, we are collecting views.
Next question, the lady in the middle. Good morning. I'm from Now TV. Just now you talked about public consultation of the policy address. It will start today. You name a large number of sessions. What's the focus? To stimulate our economy? Would that be the focus? Will there be any new measures? Will the session start with legislators and political parties? And the Secretary for Constitutional and Mainland Affairs said that there will be activities for the celebration of the 75th anniversary. Will there be many activities? Will the scale be the grandest? Will you start promotional and publicity campaigns early? You have much time, so will you be able to give us more information? The consultation starts today. We value your views. I said in my opening remarks that after completing the work on safeguarding national security and improving district governance, we are confident about society being stable and harmonious. So we will focus on improving people's livelihood and, in particular, improving our economy. Hong Kong is an open economy. We are affected by external uncertainties, say, for example, geopolitical tension, high interest rates, as well as challenges from different fronts. So we need to maximize our possibilities and opportunities. There are two foci in the consultation this year. We will focus on developing our economy and improving people's livelihood. On the former, I have received comments from different parties, say for political parties. They told me that focusing on the economy is important, which I agree. So we will do a lot of work on our economy. Of course, we need to improve people's livelihood. We want to develop our society and economy for the benefit of our people. We will listen to views. The consultation sessions covers many different formats. We build on our experience in the past 2 years. The epidemic is over. We have started face-to-face sessions. We try to reach out to as many people as possible. In relation to the 75th anniversary of the establishment of the PRC, it's a significant event. It has significance in many different ways. So we will do our best to launch celebratory activities. The focus is love our country, love Hong Kong, and love our community. So there will be different activities in different communities. We have improved district governance. The district councils directly handles district issues. They are our consultative body. We also have the district care teams. We're confident that we will do better. The celebration of the 75th anniversary is a topic of all the district councils. They will have discussions taking into account their own districts. Various bureaus in the government will launch activities within their purview. So all policy bureaus will be involved. We will also involve all communities as well. Activities with a atmosphere. Various offers as well. Say offers for 27th anniversary of their day. I believe that the lady in I'm from Dot News. Phase 1, there is a phase 1 for light public housing, the PRH applicants. unit measures we have put on offer 4,000 units. We have capped the waiting time. We have sufficient supply time for a site from a site units. We understand that this popular, that we understand. We heard what people said when they apply encouraging words. As find other sites, we will work on it. Count many different factors when it comes to find suitable a potential supply of the gap to using public housing units in supply. So in which young chances rise so that they remain eligible for, but that is not the way. Family units are the core components of Hong Kong society. We all need a secured home, a home that provides support to us. A family provides us with comfort when we're down. So I encourage people to form families and have children. If you make it your dream to have a public housing unit, you will waste a lot of opportunities. In the end, you will regret it. Successful people build their career through hard work. The result of their hard work may give them more than what they dreamed of. A lot of entrepreneurs build their own success. We have plans to help youngsters we have measures to help first-time buyers. A lot of the applicants are under the age of 45. This group accounts for 80% of the overall applicants. A place to live is important, but your potential and opportunities should not be wasted in return for a public housing unit. If you work hard, you may get much more than a public housing unit. Hong Kong's success is a result of everyone's hard work. This is a place where you can fight for your dreams and realize your dreams. For aeronauts, there are Hong Kong people who have been shortlisted to become a potential aeronaut. If you only want a public housing unit, and if you are still young, my advice is think again. You need to work hard and find opportunities. Thank you. That's the end of the press conference. Thank you.